everyone. I'm Tyler Smith, and this morning I'm joined by an author. His name is Dario Moore, and today he's here to talk about the importance of mental health, things that you can do, and also how to live successfully as a sexual abuse survivor. Dario, thank you so much for joining us this morning, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, this morning we're here to talk about the importance of mental health, which I'm sure you would agree comes at a perfect time considering the current climate our world is in right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so kind of talk about why mental health is so important now more than ever.
Well, Tyler, it's very important to be talked about, especially in the Black and Brown community. We're not as educated about it. I know for myself, when I was diagnosed in 2009, it was really heart-wrenching, and I had to kind of comprehend and understand what it was all about because I've never experienced it, nor was I aware of anyone else that experienced it. And so for me, it took me a couple of years because it is kind of a stigmatism with it, and so it takes time to overcome that. Counseling is very important, making sure you're taking your prescribed medications, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. And that kind of leads me to my next topic. When it comes to dealing with mental health issues, how can people deal with them effectively, whether they know they have a mental health issue or not?
Okay, so the key thing is, for me, what happened was I've always been a go-getter. I've been working since I was 10 years old. And now I just turned 44 last week. So what was the sign for me, the red light, if you will, was when I was not able to get out of bed. And that was a flashlight for me, and I had to seek out help, and then that's when I became diagnosed. Someone else, what they can be looking for is if they just really lose the zeal to do what they're normally liking to do, what they normally go after, if they know they kind of like to work, and do things in the community, do different leisure activities, and they feel that drawback, that's kind of a sign that they might want to go see a counselor.
Yeah, and this is a lot of information to take in all at one time, but the good thing is that you recently published a book on this topic and many others. What is the name of the book, and what is it about exactly?
They can get a hold of the book by going to www.amoore, spelled AMOORE, then the word enterprises, enterprises.org. So that's www.amooreenterprises.org. It will be on Amazon later and at different bookstores, but right now that's where you can purchase it. And the title of it is God, Forget the Wheel, Please Take the Whole Damn Vehicle. And basically it's dealing with the character I created named AJ, who actually fights through mental health diagnosis and living successfully with it, as well as being an overcomer and living successfully as a sexual abuse survivor. I myself, I was sexually abused for 14 years by 9 different people, and that had a lot to do with me having a breakdown in 2009, 2010. And so for me, I felt it was a need and a heavy burden to put this out there and share my story to help others, especially those in the Black and Brown community.
Yeah, well, listen, I think it's great that you published a book on a topic that is very relevant to the world we're living in right now. And I also think it's good that you shared your own story because I think it's going to be a lot more relatable in that way. So thank you for that. And for those of you who are just now joining us at home this morning, Dario Moore has been joining me in discussion about the importance of mental health and his recent book that he just published that not only touches on this topic, but many others as well. And we'll have more information on our website at the end of the show on how you can get a hold of his book. In the meantime, Dario, thank you so much for waking up and joining us, man.
Thank you so much, Tom.